And it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio. We are in Washington, D.C. today at the Navy League Conference, the Air, Sea, and Space event. First time we've had a chance to visit, and we have met one of our longest-standing radio guests today in person. The first time we talked was from a ship that he commanded in the Indian Ocean fighting pirates, and now he's with SAS, a company right here in the Washington, D.C. area. This is a chance to talk with Admiral Terry McKnight. Sir, how are you today?
Good, Ken. I'd say it's great to see you again, and actually get to see you in person. So thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And first, tell us, what's the day like for you? You led a panel discussion with several of the Master Chiefs of the Navy, Marine Corps, and from the Coast Guard. Tell us a little bit about the session and the day for you.
It was a great opportunity. As you know, there's only one Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, and of course the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Coast Guard. So I had the honor today to be the moderator for the panel, and it put chills down my spine about what these great leaders are doing for our nation and keeping our soldiers, sailors, and Marines happy and focused on the mission.
And what is it like for you? Just, this conference area, this exhibit hall is really buzzing today. A lot of people. For a lot of us, it's our first really conference after COVID. What's it like to be back with some kind of business normal?
Oh, it's really good, Ken. You know, for the last year and a half, we've all been sitting at home and trying to make sure that we had enough bandwidth for Zoom or Teams. But now we actually can touch people, talk to people, and have the great opportunity just to see old friends again and shipmates. So it's really good, and it's been a great conference for the Navy League and the Sea, Air, and Space.
Very good. Now tell us about your company that you joined after you retired from your career in the U.S. Navy. You do some really interesting things. You were showing me the 3D printing. That's one of the capabilities.
Right. So the company used to be called Cobham, but we've changed up a little bit, like another companies have changed. So it's called Case now. We do high-end components for naval systems and Air Force systems, predominantly radars, missile systems, and electronic warfare systems. And of course, we're out on the edge of a lot of things with the technology, like you said, Ken, with 3D printing.
That's terrific. Now, I happen to see on your website you've done work for the International Space Station and NASA's Mars rover. Tell us about that. That's fascinating.
Sure. We're high-end components, and of course, space is one of our key areas that we've been after. But we provide like, let's say, the preserver that's up on Mars right now. So we provide rotary joints for the so the thing can move around on the rover can move around on the surface of Mars. So we're very proud of our technology.
That's exciting. And this conference, listening to a number of the speakers. Submarines are a key priority of the Navy, especially the new Columbia class, trying to maintain existing surface ships and the airplanes, and most of all, motivating and attracting talent into the Navy and Marine Corps is the theme. What are some of the things that you've heard as key priorities at the conference?
Well, first of all, modernization. We need to modernize. We've been, I'm not going to say in a different type of warfare environment the last 2 decades. So we're looking at a different competitor, somebody who's got a lot of ships, got a lot of planes, and got a lot of missiles. So we need to modernize the force. We may have to decommission some older ships so we can take those funds and build some newer ships with some great technology.
And certainly another theme, and it's been the same as the banking conferences I go to, is concern about cybersecurity, ransomware attacks. How do you see the Navy and the military able to protect itself and its information?
Well, there's billions of dollars put forward, because one thing we got to do is to protect our networks. If we don't protect our networks, it's going to be a very short conflict. So we have prioritize that as, whether, it's counter, intelligence or whatever it is, these areas, we make sure that we got to protect our networks.
Very good. And we enjoyed reading the book that you wrote about the fight against the Somali pirates that you were one of the leaders in. Tell us a little bit about that and your career. You were commanding officer of the USS Kearsarge, which I visited once, a big deck amphib. Tell us a little bit about the career and the book you wrote about the fight against the pirates.
Well, the Kearsarge probably was my favorite ship of all. I just had a great crew, great wardroom, so it was a fantastic. I was lucky enough to be selected to flag officer, and then I got selected to stand up Task Force 151 out off the coast of Somalia. And I started my career, we were going to fight Soviets with big weapon systems, and then I pretty much ended my career, chasing young adults with AK-47s and RPGs. So it was a great time, and it was an important mission at that time. I had a lot of coalition ships work for me, so it was really just a great operation, and it was a pleasure to be command of it.
And maybe just a final thought about why a young person should consider the sea services, enlistment, ROTC, the Naval Academy, or the Coast Guard Academy, perhaps. Why should someone, a young person, consider the Navy or the sea services as an initial step in their career?
Well, first of all, it's serving our country. I mean, I think that's whether it's 6 years or 26 years. I think it's important to serve our country. The opportunities out there for young enlisted men or women is, you can get an education. The pay is good. The systems are good, and it's just a great opportunity. So I strongly encourage it. If you're looking at an opportunity, we have ROTC programs, all over the United States, and it's just a great opportunity to serve the country and feel good about yourself.
Well, Rear Admiral Terence McKnight, now a Senior Vice President of CASE, a company which provides mission-critical electronics for the military and security. Fascinating 3D printing has even contributed to the NASA Mars rover. Great to see you today.
Always a pleasure, Ken, and go Navy.
Absolutely. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the Navy League Conference in Washington, D.C.